wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
Old tired hang. I got a yawn. Yawning, Cappy. Yawn. Oh, man, I could be a dog. Just curl up in the sun. Go take a nap. Not contribute to GDP and live off you young Zoomers paying my Social Security. You Zoomers need to vote Democrat, by the way. I need you Zoomers to vote Democrat and pay more in taxes for Social Security and Medicaid, Medicare, whatever the one I'm going to collect when I'm old. I can't work anymore. I made it to 65. That's what we're here about. We are here about because of numbers. I love me numbers. And what's interesting about the human mind, especially men, is before studies and academia, which you're finding out 70% of the time it's non-repeatable horse shit. All the academic studies that have gone for the social sciences and the liberal arts, they can't repeat it. But before that, we would use our eyes. I will use my eyes. And we would talk. Well, what happened in your village? Oh, you didn't rotate the crops and then the blight came and wiped out all the potatoes? Maybe we ought to rotate crops. We didn't need Professor Fuckwitz over at the Department of Botany to come up with that. Although Neil Borlaug did do a great many things for society. And so before that, we would just get by on trial and error, comparing notes. Oh, yeah, you don't want to hunt over there. Or red sky in the morning, sailor take warning, that kind of stuff. But for guys, I think when you actually see data and statistics, and not so much studies, because the studies are all bullshit and not repeatable. But when you actually see polling data and numbers, and assuming they're done with some intellectual honesty, then the light goes on. I'm like, what? The 15 years of you post-puberty? Like half your life of you getting rejected and having interaction with you didn't pick this up. You didn't put two and two together. And so old man Rolo, he tweeted this out, and it's an older article, and it comes from Eva magazine, which I don't know who they. I know who they are, but I don't know who they are. They seem like a much more centrist, reasonable, maybe not anti-feminist, but can we move the pendulum back a little bit type of sensible women. I even inquired about advertising on their webpage, and it said sales at, I believe, evmagazine.com. So I'm like, okay, they're serious. They want to make money. And it came back undeliverable. I'm like, how serious? Look, do you want to make money? Yeah, when I'm president and king and tyrant supreme, beloved tyrant supreme and dictator for life, I'm going to make it that if you're in business, you must accept money. Your payment, we're going to have a payment processing auditor come in like, are you accepting money? Because the GDP and the economy needs to grow. I didn't know. I typed in the thing wrong, Z's. Oops. So this article, is here. EV magazine, only 15% of women show interest in 5'8" men on dating apps, according to survey. There it is. We're done now. Another thing I've never understood is the frustration shorter men have. Oh my God, we're short. Oh, the women not like short. I can't believe. Yeah, they don't like short men. Yeah, they don't. Men don't like fat chicks. Women don't like short men. I don't hate them. I don't think there's animosity between that, but women just don't find short men attractive. And I'd like to think this was established over 15 years ago so that short men are not confused, or you're led on to believe that, well, if I get cufflinks, and if I coif my hair, and if I wear a particularly scented jockstrap, whatever other genuine grifters are selling you. Oh yeah, if you wash your hands this type of way, then that's now the girls touch your peen. No, they don't. I thought we established this 15 years ago, at least 10. And then still there's this like hope. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't try. I'm not saying that short men shouldn't ask out 5'0" women or 4'11" women, or that you can't game a little bit, or you cannot compensate by asking out more girls to date, learning how to dance. Dude, there are many things you could do to improve your statistics, but I think it was pretty well established that this is a big hurdle. This is an undeniable hurdle. Being short, probably. I'm trying to think. For women, being fat is probably the number one deterrent to your sex life or love life or dating life, because I know sex is the number one thing for women. Whoa, we're singing today. You're the number one killer for women's cuddle life. They don't want a sex life. They want a cuddle and commitment life. The number one thing impeding you girls from a happy, successful cuddle life is obesity, being overweight. And for men, for short men, it's being short. And so, since you can't do anything about being short, all you can do is reel in your expectations. But now we have data, and it's a year old. Only 15% of women show interest in 5'8" men on dating apps, according to survey, while over 60% of women are interested in dating men over 6 feet tall. Well, who are the 40% that aren't? I'm more curious about that. Why? So 40% you're not. So let's do the math here. 15% of women are showing an interest in 5'8" men. Well, I'm maybe not even lower. Maybe that's like 5'8" and lower. Maybe not. But if I read the numbers correctly, 15% is 5'8" and lower, 60% 6 foot and above. So that leaves what is that? That's 75. So 25% of women are only interested in 5'9" to 5'11. Is that oh, you're too short, but you're too tall. Who's the 40% of women that don't want to date the guys who are over 6 feet tall? Uh Dating apps have surged in popularity in the US, with an estimated 30% of adults having used them at some point. This is like that's age data. That's not going to continue in the. They may have surged, but their day is over. It's like college degrees. They're really good for boomers and old Gen Xers. After that, it was cat piss. Among women, the usage is substantial, with the Pew Research Center showing around 27% of females aged 18 to 34 have used online dating platforms. These apps offer a convenient way to get attention fixes. Sorry. Whoa. That's not what it said. I misread. My glasses are bad. These apps offer a convenient way to meet potential partners, especially among younger generations. And the COVID-19 pandemic further boosted their appeal, with many people turning to virtual means to connect. While they may not be a perfect replacement for dating in person, many things that can occur on the dating apps tend to be a fairly accurate representation of real life. Right. It rhymes. It's good observation. For example, we all know the age-old stereotype that women prefer tall 10. It's not a stereotype, it's fact. Which did we need a study for this? Did we need polling data? We know this. While there might be some truth to this claim, recent data might be some truth. You're the ones writing the article. Stereotype that women prefer taller men. Might be some truth to this claim. The recent data from dating app Bumble brings this into sharp focus, providing quantifiable evidence of women high preferences in dating. Just say it proves it to be true. A survey from Bumble found that 60% of women indicate that they are looking for a man 6 feet tall in their search filters. Oh, you know what? I bet you that's what it is. He's got to be 6 feet or taller. And then women are like, he's got to be 5'9" or tall. That doesn't mean they're not. The 40% of women are not interested in a 6 foot guy. That the absolute bottom for 60% of women, almost 2/3 of women require you be 6 feet tall. And I believe men are only 14.5% are 6 feet tall or taller. So you got a 5-to-1 ratio of chasing. Good luck, girls. However, that number drops steeply as the height of women lowers. 30% of women want to date men who are 5'11", and only 50% are willing to date men who are 5'8" or shorter. In fact, so 85%. So 85% of women insist on you being average height or taller. Again, that, yeah, 80% chasing, 85% chasing after 50%. Your numbers don't compute late. Some of you girls are going to have, thank God the average height of men is taller than girls. You girls could all date someone taller than you. You just have to date someone like an inch or two taller than you. Oh, no. Queen Bathsheba over there, 5'1", needs to have herself a 6'2" man. In fact, more women are willing to date extreme heights such as 7 feet tall than a man who is five. Wait, what? In fact, more women are willing to date extreme heights such as 7 feet tall rather than a man who's 5'11". See, and this is, I think this is swiping data and limit setting their heights and all that. In other words, it's not polling. They're not asking, "Oh no, I only settle for this." Like, what action do they actually set forth and take forth in their dating apps? Anyone who is under 6 feet tall tends to be overlooked generally by the majority of women. While the data paints a somewhat gloomy picture for those under 6 feet tall, it is essential to put these findings into perspective. Okay, here comes the cope. You guys heard that? No, keep trying, guys. Keep trying. Not all women filter by size, meaning that those who prioritize height are overrepresented in the statistics. Well, I'm going to assume it's the same correlation. I'm going to assume whether they specified height or not, you're still going to, 60% are going to demand 6 feet or taller. Furthermore, online dating environments tend to amplify superficial attributes like height and appearance, perhaps more than they would be in real life dating scenarios. Yes, but as we've talked about this before, at least I have, as more and more dating moves online, online becomes the reality because the school was society. So it's increasingly becoming moot what happens in the real world because almost all, well, not all, I think it's 6 out of 10 people are meeting, maybe half are meeting. It's half or more are meeting online. This can potentially skew perceptions, especially in the context of surveys. The preference for tall men isn't limited to dating, though. The data echoes studies in other areas of life showing that tall men are overrepresented in high-paying leadership roles and are on average happier. Bumble says this is an interesting chat. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I remember using this chart, I believe, one time. Various studies, including a 2013 survey, have delved into why women are more attracted to men who are approximately 8 inches taller than themselves. Well, probably because they. Here's what we got. Now we got to go talk to the academics. See, we just can't say, well, probably because the taller guys are better at protecting them. Just me. They wanted taller, stronger kids. Just me. What if women just like it? You know? Oh, why do men like bigger boobs? Can we just like bigger boobs as opposed to the smaller ones? Well, there has to be a psychological study or reason. Well, okay, yeah, more boobage, better milk for more kids and survival of your genetic. Okay, I get it. Can we just like what we like? Why can't women just like what they like? Always got to be a reason. Experts like John Maloof, PhD in what? Propose evolutionary psychology as an explanation, positing that taller men may have been historically seen as better prospects and providers. This height preference could translate as studies, boobity, boobity, bobbity, bee. So there you go. I don't care about the why and the who and the what and the how. There's your numbers. There's the data. All that matters is what is, how we got there. And then Old Man Roller retweeted Rob Henderson. Rob cites a study or article here from Wall Street Journal. Takes a quote off. It says, a former Bumble product manager. These people I love. I love the former employees that work on the front lines. So whether it's a dating app or all that, one of the best interviews I ever listened to. I believe it was Jordan Peterson interviewing someone who worked at a sperm bank and how they help women choose which sperm they were going to have for IVF. And you want to see raw, unfiltered female nature in terms of finickiness and pickiness. And, well, if I can have anything on, well, this is what I want, fucking Superman. They're throwing away the majority of the sperm because they're just like, yeah, it's not there's anything wrong with it. Not like they had tuberculosis or some kind of disease that would be passed on, and nothing wrong genetically with these men. So just, no, you're literally not tall enough. I think blue eyes is a big thing. Very interesting article about there's a shortage of black male sperm and black women who want to have black children, but don't marry a guy. I mean, heaven forbid you be nice, demure, sweet, kind, attractive. Attract the black man. Don't do it now. They can't find the black men for some reason. They're just like, no, we ain't donating. Nope. They're noping out of that one. Oh, yeah, they all want their Denzel Washington there. So I love seeing the behind, like, okay, what was it? You saw how the sausage was made. You were there when they were genetically engineering the superhuman. What's going on? Former Bumble product manager says that a majority of women on the platform tend to set a floor of 6 feet for men, which would limit their candidate pool to about 50% of the male population. Interesting. Oh, no, that's the 15% is a coincidental statistic because it's 15% of men who are 6 feet or taller. Here's the Wall Street Journal article. Online dating is great for investors, for customers. It's complicated. No, it's shit. It's shit. It might be good for a few percentages of men. They do very well. Okay, that's fine. Women are not happy with it because somebody, when you unlock women's happiness, let me know the secret formula of 7 herbs and spices to that one. But women are obviously not happy with it because Bumble, which says, well, look, the men can't harass you. You got to contact them first. And then 10 years later, okay, we know it's too much of a burden for you to initiate the text. So we're changing it now. So not even going to listen to that. But generally, yes, your customers, it sucks. It's and who are your customers really? It's men because they're the ones that are going to pay. They're the one paying for the dating app, right? Because they're the ones that have to pay for the dates. Women aren't, as I've said a million times before, you can't have a dating apps if there's no dates. Can't have a kielbasa store if you don't sell kielbasa. Well, you don't understand. It's complicated. No, there ain't no kielbasa in the kielbasa store. I ain't going to the kielbasa hut no more. I'm going to get myself some barbecue. Going to go down to Sonic, get myself one of them bacon jalapeno double cheeseburgers that my doctor says are very bad for me, but I love them. Apps like Bumble and Tinder are doing booming business. What year was this written? Oh, 2022. Ah, how times have changed in 2 short years, huh? Apps like Bumble and Tinder are booming business. Are they now? Because I remember Wall Street Journal, person who wrote this article. Oh, this is like great. Laura Foreman, Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago. Laura Foreman, July 2 years ago, almost exactly. If I recall correctly, none of these publicly traded dating apps made profits 2 years ago. They didn't make them 4 years ago. Is business booming? You mean sales up, bro? Bro, price to sales, bro. EBITDA, bro. That's not how it looks. The camera's the opposite. All that matters, technically, all that matters is free cash flow, but I don't care to bore the audience with a specific accounting lesson, but all that really matters is your net profits. What do you pay out to the shareholders? That's actually dividends. Again, another boring lesson. Business was booming, huh? But finding love is never easy, and finding love online comes with its own set of pitfalls. Dating used to be about the end result. Its shift in an online business has made it about the journey. Fuck, what? Oh, do I gotta subscribe to read this? Continue to check out. No, I don't want to check out. That might not be great for the longevity of consumer relationships, but it should continue to benefit investors' love affair with publicly traded companies like Match Group and Bumble. Match's apps have nearly 100 million collective monthly active users as of the end of its first quarter. How many dates? You got price to earnings ratio. Like how many subscribers to dates ratio? That's what I want to know. Meanwhile, the number of people willing to pay for the so-called freemium dating apps continue to climb. Bumble's namesake app and Match's Tinder both have more than twice the number of paying users in the U.S. in May as they did same month 5 years earlier, according to figures of the research firm Yipit Data. Together, Wall Street expects Match and Bumble to generate well over $4 billion this year. I want to know what your profits were. So apparently, Rob Henderson has a subscription to the article. I don't. But there you go. Bumble product manager says majority of women on the platform tend to set a floor of 6 feet for men. Maybe I could find that data. Hang on. I don't do paywalls. Product manager. Bumble floor 6 feet women. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. Nope. That is an excerpt. Nope. That's an excerpt. Reddit. That's a link. Nope. Height discrimination, gender bias. I don't know if it's discriminate. I mean, yes, in the functional sense, it is discrimination. You are discriminating, but it's not a malicious thing. Look, you don't want a girl not attracted to you, right? You don't want to be like me, dated a bunch of tall gals. Things went great. You think they liked you, and then all of a sudden they, "I can't, why are you borderline crying? What's wrong? You don't like it? Just leave." What? I really like it. Well, it didn't stay, but it won't work. Why not? I just not okay. You weren't saying that last night, but being a libertarian is so easy dating. You can be here or not. It's your choice. You don't want to? Okay, fine, bye. You want to be here? Okay, stick around. I don't really care what your opinion of me is. It's just as long as you have the right to choose. It's volunteerism. That's what turns me on. But I look, you got two data points. Online dating data has it's proven it. I don't know if you needed more statistical proof than whatever was already evidenced through real world experiences, but there you go. Statistical proof women don't like short men. I don't hate you. I mean, they just don't find you attractive. Let's be literal in our words, right? And as a short guy, you have to factor that into your dating strategy, right? Eh, Don't here and here's my lesson for the short guys. Don't complain about it. Just don't. This isn't a conscious bigotry. It's just the rules of the game. You're playing poker and you got a 2-9 off suit, which is a pretty bad hand if you play poker. Oh my god, I got a 2-9 on my that's not helping you. It's not helping you. And it's not going to change you got dealt the 2-9 offsuit or the fact that women or poker doesn't like a 2-9 offsuit. There are things you can do, but for the love of God, don't think there's a way to cure being short. That'd be a better title. There's no way to cure being short. It will always be a disadvantage. So play it intelligently, play it smartly, go after shorter girls, do the best you can do, blah, blah, blah. But please, can we get to the point of not complaining about it? Women don't like, yeah, guys don't like fat chicks. All right, let's not stop complaining. Women can actually do something about being fat. Men, you can't do anything about being short, but let's move on. But don't think there's somehow, oh, well, they really haven't. If I tweak it this way, tweak it. No, they don't like short guys. There, it's a fact. Super chats. All right. Let's go to the super chats. The super chats. Let's scroll up. Got to scroll to the top. Got to scroll up to the top. All right. Rachel Richards. Tell me you're a dude without come on, really? Is it really you're really a girl called Rachel Richards? You ain't some guy found a picture of a cute redhead. Anytime I just go through, wait, what's a cute girl doing here? What's going on? There we go. Here, I know this is a legit gal. This is a real lady. This is a real girl. Short guys are super cute. Plus, the muscles look big. Yeah, but Joy, you're also very short yourself. And I would say you're also sensible and reasonable. Like you're not like because I don't know your exact like, but you're what 5'2", 5'3". So you're not. But I need a 6'2" man. You're okay with a 5'8" guy. Yeah. Let's scroll down. Thought I had. Come on. Come on. Here we go. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. Get out of St. Paul. Reed Schwartzer, 10 generous dollars. I've had multiple women tell me I got at 5'10", can't imagine 5'8". Gotta have 5'10", can't imagine 5'8". I guess men should be wearing the heels, huh, ladies? Let's probably give them the ick, though. Honestly, again, it's just painful. 5'8" is 1 inch shorter than the average in the United States. I'm 5'9". And I won't deny that being on average, but in the world of women, I'm short because you're skewing towards 6 feet or taller. I almost guarantee you a lot of those gals who were taller, they just out of the blue would just and you can have some fun and you could be fun and charming. And then I really think they begrudge, like, oh man, this guy's really great. I really like, oh, but he's only 5'8". And what will my girlfriend say? Because it's more important with your girlfriends who you're not going to have in 10 years. Think about them being in love with a guy, right? Fuck that. I mean, it's not impossible, but yeah, I don't think they could change it. And yeah, you could do lifts. Like you could kind of sneak in. Girls do a bra. Oh, guys should absolutely do lifts. Absolutely, guys. Lying on your don't lie ridiculously. Lie like an extra inch and a half. Wear lifts. Absolutely, absolutely. You get a little bit. You can't be 5'8", say you're 6 feet tall. You can't do that. This probably gives them the ick though. Honestly, again, it's just painful. Is it painful though, or is it just that's what women want, and we should accept that and not get worked up about it? Um, what might be painful is you have a lot of 5'3" girls demanding 6 feet tall. That's painful. Where it's like, why can't it just be a taller guy? No, I got to have me a 6 foot. That would be painful. That'd be hypocritical. But if a gal is 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", yeah, I could see it. Well, we don't control women. This is the We Don't Control Women show. This is the volunteerism libertarian. You go choose and date and have as many babies with as many felons as you want. You go, girl. That's your choice. We are the what do we control? We are the stoic libertarians. We are the ones like, what do we do? Okay, is that the dad? Okay, cool. We're moving on. Our life is too short to get frustrated, cursing at the clouds. Reed Schwartz at $5 again. Last super chat. I'm short. Freaking autocorrect is horrible on here. Remember then dating used to be fun. Man, haven't had that in a decade. I don't know if it was, there were times it could be fun. I remember the movie and dinner thing was a pain in the ass. That was a chore because you had to talk, but it was a good thing to go through, like having to be able to chat to a girl sitting across. You had to entertain a girl. You had to be interesting for 2 hours. But I think dancing and jazz clubs if you want an easy one, of course, good luck finding a jazz club. Dancing, you go out and dance. You don't have to really talk to the girl. Usually, if there's music also being played at a dance club, okay, fine. If you go to a jazz club just to listen to jazz, if you sit close enough to the band, you don't talk. You just listen. Um, it's those are kind of fun. Motorcycle riding, that's another one. You don't even half the time. Is there a girl? Oh, I got a girl in the back. Just, oh wait, yeah, I'm on a date. John Smith, $5. I've seen a huge amount of women vehemently deny height preference on online discussion. They're lying. They are lying. They are lying. Remember then dating used to be fun. Man, haven't had that in a decade. Oh wait, I'm reading. I didn't click. God, Aaron, get your God damn it, Aaron. John Smith, $5. I've seen a huge amount of women vehemently deny height preferences in online discussions. They are lying. Real life experiences shows otherwise. Why did they do this? Great. You want to, John? Let me give you your $5 worth. I'm going to tell you a story which I've told before. Friend of mine who was significantly older than me, which I found odd. Not that he was older than me, but he was torn up about a gal that broke up with him. This guy was good looking, rich, good looking, pilot, everything. Yes, he had the blue eyes, part of the blue eye superior race. Not those poor brown eyed people. Anyway, and to see such a alpha guy, like top guy, be torn up about this gal, and all he just kept talking to me about like, I don't know why she did it. And then he got to the point where I'm like, dude, the why doesn't matter. All that matters is what is. Who cares why she broke up with you? Because she wasn't giving him a straight answer too. And that was another thing that I realized because he was significantly older. I'm like, oh wow. And his girlfriend was significantly older too. I'm like, man, they still play these fucking games, huh? And I realized it doesn't matter. She just doesn't want to go out with you. It could be she's sucking her ex-boyfriend's dick. If she don't like you, it could be it doesn't matter. Why? Why do women lie in online discussions that they don't care about? I don't know, and I don't care. They do lie, however. The act of lying should tell you everything you need to know to make a decision. It might be interesting. It might be academic. It might make for a good, curious conversation. Why do they lie? But when it comes to practicality, it doesn't matter why they're lying. They're lying. Why do they do this? They want to seem nice. They want to be popular. Maybe they themselves don't believe. I don't know. Why is it on the whatever podcast when they ask rate yourself on a scale 1 to 10, all the ugly women, all of them rate each other as a 10? Why? Don't know, don't care. They're lying though. That's what you need to know. Why is the girl not calling me back? Doesn't matter why. She's not calling you back. That's the lesson you need to take away from it. Why did she break up with me? Doesn't matter why she broke up with you. She broke up with you. That's what you need to know. Alex Patino, a truck driving Latino agent in the field. My experience of picking, oh, that's right, Alex, you're kind of on the shorter end. My experience of picking up tall chicks, at least with Latinas, has been positive because we Latinos are short. Therefore, most guys are afraid to approach. So if you have balls to approach, they'll be happy. Well, Latinos are afraid to approach you. Maybe I just was in a high testosterone environment, but salsa dancing, the Latinos weren't afraid to approach asking girls. They were fine. Maybe approaching Latinas, they were. Maybe that was the difference. Um, yeah. Uh, I thought the Latinos generally didn't care. They went, I'm going to take my shot. I'm going to go. I'm going to do. I'll say that right now. The number one thing you can do to compensate for any drawback you have is ask out more girls. That's the number one simplest thing you can do. That's the simplest thing. The hardest number one thing you should do is lose weight and get in shape. Get in the best shape that you can or within reason. That's the number one thing you should do. But then the number two thing that you can do that's very easy is just ask out more girls. Generation Apollo, $5. Women could wear padded bras all day long, but him forbid a short man wears height boosting shoes. Wear the height boosting shoes. See, don't why even get upset about the hypocrisy? Yeah, we're aware of the hypocrisy. We're aware. Wouldn't it be nice in a world just come on a journey with me? What if 2024 could be the year men from here on out just don't get upset about the hypocrisy or why do girls lie? Why are girls' behavior contradictory, hypocritical? What if we just didn't care anymore? And it's like, God, they're just doing the thing they do. And we don't care why, but it tells us everything we really need to know. Well, yeah, they're lying about that. Okay, I'm going to avoid that. Yeah, they're going to wear push-up bras and makeup and wigs and hair and they're going to, God, I remember one gal, I was so excited to unhinge that bra. So excited. And it was the thickest pad. I thought she was a skinny little thing with big old nice softball cup cantaloupe side, just like, ooh boy, and it just, oh, so petty. Oh. Should have taken that as a hint. Hanko Flabio, $5. Just being yourself will magically change women's preferences. Somehow it makes no sense to me either. Yeah, you can't. You just you have to be yourself. Uh, to find the gal that you're going to stick with long term, because you can't act like someone else. So there is an if you're looking to settle down and get one gal, get a committed monogamous, yeah, then you have to be yourself, but you have to be the best version of yourself. I'm going hike, I'm going motorcycle riding, keep up or get the fuck out, that kind of thing. And then you'll find a girl, oh, I like motorcycle riding. Okay, cool. And you find that. To get laid? No, absolutely do not be yourself. Absolutely no. No. Ankle bracelet game. Okay? You're a criminal. You're a felon. You're an MBA business, brah. You made 100 million in sales, brah. Rent a boat, lie, rent a car, lease a car, lie about everything. I know so and so, brah. Pay for bottle service, put it on a credit card. I don't know, just pay for it in Pahrump. This be my recommendation. Uh no, that you look, just life is a lot easier. Like I'm gonna be myself. I love this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna go out, be social. I'm gonna ask girls out. Girls want to come along, cool. If not, nope. I got my life. I'm going on. But I wouldn't, dude. Just trying, and that's what every young guy does. They try to be something the women want. Oh, what a fucking pain in the ass. What a pain in the ass. I would have, if I had one wish, I could go back to myself and convince myself, look, man, don't do something you don't want to do. Okay. Just go. And if the girl doesn't want to show, fine, stay at home, play video games, work another shift, chill out. But don't go on that date trying to impress them. Don't try to be an impressive person of somebody who you ain't. Although I thought I was pretty impressive because I did like jazz and I did like dancing and I did like wearing suits. I did like enjoy that. I enjoyed my goal was to kind of be like a Gregory Peck type, like an old school 50s type actor, like dress up in the suit, be handsome, have culture and James Bond, minus the whole killing thing and belonging to the MI6. Just be that really cool, dapper guy. And I was that for a while. It kind of worked a little, not as well as you thought. Being the fun guy, the dancing guy who had booze at home, that's usually what got. That's what got me. All right, me scrolling down. Scrolling. WisdomVision Productions, $5. Sucks to suck. Should have been born a short king, aka the superior race. Give it a few hundred more centuries and it'll be our turn, short kings. Yeah, but you ain't here for 100 more centuries. Look, for short guys, I'll be very practical. I'd be going overseas. That's what I would be doing. Go South America, I believe, has shorter folk. Asia, obviously. Don't go to Northern Europe. They're all freakishly tall there. Don't go to Denmark. Yeah, and then don't this. I think it 5'9", you're not a short king. You're the average guy. But I think for average height guys, the day is you'll see it in your lifetime. It'll be too late. You won't be attracted to any of these women. But they'll be just like, oh, hey, you'll be in the nursing home, and Gertrude's going to want to go out with you. And finally, you're like, oh, well, who's that? That was my ex-husband. Oh, how tall was he? He was 6'1", and she's like 5'4", and you're 5'9", 5 full inches tall. Like, well, why? I mean, well, all the other men are dead. Yeah, you know what? The guys are golfing. I got shit to do. Reed Schwartz are $5. Agreed. If you're short overseas, my friend, especially if you want a fit woman, that's for sure. Follow your black brothers in arms. Are you black, Green? I didn't know you were black. God damn it, all these black guys in my audience. Hey, they keep sneaking in. Atham ain't even around. Atham's job is to keep out all the womans and the black folk. And here we go. We got Dre. We got Reen. God damn it. Oh. Dre, speaking of our black male agent in the field, $2 short guys need 8 figs and a PhD, bro. Do better. Ross the skunk, $2. Time for the gym. Keep yelling at them clouds. Yeah, I did my hike today. I did the gym 4 days in a row, ending yesterday. That was that's what I should do, and I aim to do it. Most of the time I do it. But doesn't always work that way. Sometimes things get in the way. Desea Bronx, $5. At 5'4" on my best day, I learned this early. It gave me plenty of room to get my finances ordered. So there's also price. Right. Especially at 5'4", that is a huge uphill battle. Huge. And the vast majority of your efforts are going to be wasted. So you got to really limit it to 5 foot, girls, overseas, that kind of thing. But then the amount of time the average guy pisses away chasing girls, all of a sudden, sure, there's a consequence where it's like, well, what do I do with my time? Well, I might as well get in shape and get your finances together. All of a sudden, shock. The guys who tend to not do too well with girls, tall or not, have a lot of free time to get other things squared away. And then all of a sudden, Mortimer has $250,000 cash, debts paid off, things like that. Wisdom, $5. I'm 5'4". You're 5'4" too, Wisdom? I didn't know you're that short. I'm 5'4" and even got a little play back in the day. It was Dark Souls difficulty. Trying to get women's interest, though, was not worth the effort. Right. But you made the effort, and now you're not like intimidated or worried or anything about it. And you also know it's not like the best thing is there's no regret. You're fully aware. Like, no, I tried it. I didn't miss out. You went to bat. It's just you're 5'4". That pitcher's throwing 100-mile-an-hour curveballs at you. That's not a thing, Cappy. I know. Bob, $5. The most effective way for short men to score highly with a girl is really handsome, 7+ money or height surgery. It's not PC, but no more headache. The surgery is just a pain in the. I'd be going shorter gals, and I'd be going outside the United States or outside of Western culture. It's just a lot easier. Just there you go. and ask out a lot of girls. Ballroom dancing is a good way, just something. What I'm glad is from all the comments from the short guys in the audience is you're aware and you're not upset anymore. You're not, oh, woman. You're like, no, that's how it is. Nope, here's how it is. Here's some strategies. This is all sensible, and I'm not getting worked up about it anymore. I'm chilling out and doing my thing. Scrolling. Dre, $2. Studies suggest pipsqueaks lower orgasms per capita. Brown IG, yeah, I know. But I was hanging out with a group of people, and they all had blue eyes. I was the only guy with brown eyes. And there was a girl who was cute, like, I just like guys with blue eyes. And I'm looking around, I'm like, fuck you. What is it? Are you all you blue-eyed? And they're friends of mine. They're like, oh yeah, brown-eyed guy. Well, I just can't be part of it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, speaking of people we don't like, look at this. Yeah, if you know why she broke up with you, she still broke up with you and most likely won't take you back. Here's another thing. Even if they tell you a reason, how often is that the truth? Women never tell men the truth because they want to spare your feelings. Nonstop Dre, $5. As 6-foot guy, I would say I feel sympathy for 5'9" power walking life coach with PhDs from the Carlson School, but that would be beneath me. Get good, kid. Thank you for the multi-pun joke there, Dre. Thank you. No, not Dre. Alex, $5. You'll be surprised that Latinos don't like approaching tall girls while taller than them, but there was more of them for me winning. Yeah, what is it? Okay, I am kind of surprised, but what are you supposed to do if you come to a taller? You play an away game in Edmonton, Alberta, right? You're like you complain about the cold. What's cold in Edmonton? You got to play in the environment you are. There's taller girls here. I never had a problem with tall. I mean, sure, fine, they might have shot me down. I never had an issue with dating taller women. I don't think most guys did. Are Latinos? You don't have to answer, Alex. I just thinking like, well, why would you? The tits are right there half the time. It's fine. Dre, $2. I hate when women look at me as a piece of meat. I love it when women just like, I'm just using you. Like, thank you. Makes me feel so thanks. It's the greatest compliment ever. Wisdom, $5 again. If you're short, implement the Bruce Wayne effect. Women hate when you mind your own business, enjoy hobbies without them. Reverse psychology, be that in general works. Where I got shit to do. I got a Batman out of here with the whoosh and gone. It's sad because you really got to play that keep you at arm's length. Generally, if we can't like the girl more than she likes you in general. So yeah, it'd really be nice if he is. I'd like her to stay or stick around. I'd like to just get all cuddly and watch cartoons on a cold wintry night, but I got to kick her out. Otherwise, she won't come back. Like, yeah, you got to get out of here because I want to be by myself. Oh, if you girls were just honest, we could all enjoy it. Nestor Valentino, new guy, 2 Canadian. Not all hope is lost. We just got to work harder. Yeah, you do. It's not impossible. It's just the question is the work, and it depends on your height, but is the extra work you got to do worth it? That's the thing. And boy, oh my God, by golly, here comes well-endowed Molly. Short guys need to be very clever, very judicious in the strategy they employ because they just don't have the time or the resources. Alaric's father-in-law, new guy, €2, 5'9", Amog Lankets with, God damn, what's with the English language? Amog Lanklets with brain, brawn, and free time. What's a lanklet? Link. Come on. Use the type, Aaron. Lanklet. What's a lanklet? A tall but scrawny man. Okay. I used to mog lanklets with brain, brawn, and free time. Okay. All right. Nonstop Dre, $2. The Great One podcast is 10 out of 10, especially for women. I don't think women. I tried to set him up with a girl once, and she listened to it. She's like, this really doesn't. I was like, look, but you just go, just Come on, man, go on a date with the guy. No, can't go on a date with the guy. Oh God, heaven forbid you go on a date with the guy. David Love, €2, British pounds. Just grow horizontally, gents. Dwarf Max and Brew. Reen Schwartzer, $5. Nah, haha, nah. I'm neon white cap. He just got black friends. None have black wives or girlfriends. Interesting. Two went overseas. Tons of horror stories over the years. I gotta imagine, at least here in the United States, yeah, if you're looking at a group of guys that would have a very good argument for going overseas, it would be black men. Because the black women, generally speaking, not all, of course, they have the least interest of all the different races. Black women have the least serious interest in their quote men out of everyone else. The amount of investment is a fraction of what it needs to be in order for there to be healthy relationships. Et Etienne Salvant, Etienne Salvant, French, $5. Hey, I know you're against school in general, but what about law school? As a developer, I'm interested in tech law and block figure D. No. No, why? No, law school, generally, law school is a losing proposition. Even if you got a full scholarship, that's 3 years of your life, full-time work gone. What would you do? And you got to get into a tier 1 law school. And do you even want to work in law? You want really law? And if you're a developer, why not program video games or something? The video games look wide open. I don't know what your field or specialty in development is. I'd stay in software. At least there's a creative aspect to it. Scrolling. Flying Falcon, $5. Life gets better when you stop caring about women. When you stop, not only that, let's expand when you stop caring about what you don't control. There. That, if you're going to go to the lengths of not caring about what women think, and okay, you got to do your best to try, but you're outcome independent. Imagine if you applied it to other things. I applied for the job, I didn't get it. Too bad. All right, that's the way that one went. Wisdom Vision Productions, $5. Is also dating made me realize I enjoy my free time way too much. I literally don't have the patience to be a beta bucks guy. Fun guy is 100% my lane. If just me, because we're always in labs and we got to go and test it out. Like my dating recommend first strategy, and I've recommended all you guys go ahead and use this. Have your dating profile just be fun guy. Fun guy is not serious. Do not introduce fun guy to your mother. Fun guy, trademark. Fun guy is not capable of marriage. Hey, are you sick and tired of being bored? Well, come out with fun guy. Fun guy does only things that are fun. We go bowling. We go this. We do that. Don't worry. They're just fun. Warning: fun guy cannot get married. Fun guy will have no kids. Fun guy is only interested in fun. Do not ask where are we going. Fun guy will not stalk you or get attached or suffocate you. And then you just go have fun, do what you want. That way you're having a good old time. Girl happens to like you along the way, cool. Yeah, there's too much fun out there to be wasting it on essentially job interviews with women. Just isn't worth it. Dre, $2. It's easy for Cappy to ignore women. He loves all genders. And just grab 2 British pounds. Normalize shoe lifts for men. Women have heels. Right, do it. What do you normalize? Everyone go do it. Just wear your shoe lifts. Go get them. Go get them. Chase Roboto, $5. Might need an email you about my most recent experiences dating Christian. I would love it, Chase. Email. I do a series called Dating Christian Women, or the reality of the truth about dating Christian women. Because that's another video I got to do. Maybe I'll do it after this one. But yes, dating Christian women, it's worse than, in short, not only does it not give you an advantage finding, quote, a traditional girl, Christian women tend to be worse than secular or non-Christian women. Because they're not really Christian. They just want to belong to a club. Ross the Skunk, $2. Who is the great one? If you go to sinlibsoc.com, Cynical Libertarian Society, he is a podcaster who, in a weird way, has a lot of minority fans who actually enjoy his show, but he is one of the most bigoted and racist and sexist people you'll ever find. But then people really like him. And then he's like, "Oh, except I like that Ed Lattimore guy." Or I like oh, who's the other guy? Oh, he was on Fresh and Fit. That he enjoys listening to non-white, non-male people occasionally. And then it's kind of like the people who claim they're racist have a surprising amount of, not the same race friends or people they enjoy. So it's the cynical libertarian society. I'm just warning you, don't expect he goes after everyone. It's like Don Rickles, like a hate-filled Don Rickles. Nestor Valentino, 10 Canadian, 5'7". I found being socially savvy, talented, competent on some skill, and having your life together has worked for me. And also being dominant. Most competition men nowadays are too damn soft. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. If you're, as Alex said, if you go up and ask the girls out, and as I've said, numbers, you go and ask girls out, that's a big advantage. I will say at 5'7", Nestor, again, you don't have to super chat. I'm curious if your experiences were the same with mine, where, yeah, things would go great, but then all of a sudden, third or fourth date, just never heard back from them. Or like, oh, I like it, I can't though. I was like, all right. Look, I'm 5'9". I punched way above my weight. I did better than most guys 6 foot and in shape. And it was a numbers game. I have so many failures, but you don't see those. You only see the points I put up. You never see the failures. Dre, $2. It's great being overseas, Cappy. You're seeing Japan. I'm probably going to book a flight out to Japan come fall. And this time I'm going through a travel agency. So I have one number to call. I'm going to get an international traveling card. I am not going to be using my credit cards on the bank. And so if there's any problem, let's say you get to pay the hotels and give them your financial information, I will reimburse you. Etienne Salvant, $5. Interesting take. I am a limited liability LLM developer, but it's grunt work. Maybe I like law for vanity. Figure it's an old man job when I'm 50. Keep up the. I would, dude. There is a flood of lawyers in the market. Go look up. What was it? There was a Twitter guy who exposed people with law degrees like just being totally in debt. You have to make, it's called the tier 1, the top 14 law schools in the United States. I'm assuming you're in the US. You either make it into that or you go home. And if you look at lawyer incomes, it's by mold. I mean, there's two, they say, oh, the average lawyer makes whatever, $120,000 per year. That's because there's a first average, which is about $55,000 per year. And then there's another average that makes like 250,000 a year. And that 250,000 brings the mean average up, not the median. You don't get into that 250 modal if you go to anything but a tier 1 school. So it looks like you make a lot more money than you do. Plus, just to give you the economics behind it, what a lot of liberal art majors do, and that's the majority of college majors are social science and liberal arts and business. Okay, that accounts for, damn near 75% of degrees. They're all worthless. And so what you do is you go and get an advanced degrees. Now, business majors will typically go on and get an MBA, bro, and then be doubly poor and stupid. The liberal arts and the social science majors, they might go into their own respective fields, but a lot of them go into law. And the market is just flooded with lawyers. That law degree is no joke. That's 3 years hard work. If you want, Etienne, look into California, where you could take the bar exam there and then you don't have to go to law school to take the bar exam in California. So you get your certified as a lawyer in California, and then you apply for reciprocity in a different state, wherever the state is that you live. But man, I would avoid that like the fucking plague. And what do you want to become a lawyer for anyway? Unless you got a family or a kids or whatever. I don't know, man. This whole corporate big 1980s, early 90s movies BS like Wall Street and Powerful Lawyer and Ally McBeal, No, fuck that shit. You don't want that. You don't want to be working. You want to have a good life. You want to get outside and play. You want to make some good money, preferably remote work. Nico, $5. Cappy, have you considered studying the few short men that are very successful with women and to try and replicate their results? Not really. I guess over the years, they were charming. They were aggressive, not in a rude way. They weren't afraid of women. They would ask women out, and they were just they were in shape. Now, short kings like who are good players, they may have some other insights, but I don't think I've covered about 80% of it. Go find out. God Almighty, there's got to be a short dating coach on the internet, right? A successful one. Nonstop Dre, $2. I love Great Ones podcast. He's a good, honest guy. Daniel Davis, $5. I'm 5'6", and I've seen that Bumble graph. Only 6% of women would even consider dating a man my height. I guess it's over for me, huh? No, it's 6%. You just got to target that 6% or go overseas. Look, what is that car you got there? What is that? That's nice. Is it a Pontiac? I can't tell. Camaro? I'm trying to think. You don't you never play on a field that's unfair. You never play a game where the referees are bought off. All right? You go somewhere else. And right now the playing field is unfair. I would say beyond women generally liking taller men, a girl who is 5'2" should be willing to go out with you. No, they're delusional in this country. So you have to go overseas. I would be going overseas. So that doesn't mean you give up on the game. You just go and play on a field that's more fair. Wiz Division Productions, $5. Prince was 5'2" and Warrior. Prince was a singer, an incredibly talented musician, famous, probably the most famous singer of the 90s, and insanely wealthy. Man, he man did what he needed to win. And he wore like 4-inch platform heels. Laugh out loud. Life hacks are there for a reason. Regret your lost morals when you are older, gents. Yeah, okay. Prince was a borderline god. He was good. He was good. Nonstop Dre, $2. $2. Atham and I with shoe lifts will be a minimum 6'3" each. Yeah, that'd be hilarious if men who are like 6 feet tall start wearing lifts. Prince was openly metrosexual. No, I think he liked the girls. Well, he dressed metrosexual, right? Okay, that's it. Link below. What the hell is link below? The Book of Numbers, analyzing the ROI in the pursuit of women. If you like the statistics cited in the 2 articles I tried to read, please go get the Book of Numbers, analyzing the ROI in the pursuit of women. And then I think that's all that's linked down below. All right, Dre, $2 more. We should meet up in Japan, but I'm not we're not going to power walk. I don't power walk. Oh, you being a Marine and all, maybe you could be able to keep up with the hike with me, Dre. You want to go hiking, Dre? Huh? For all the shit I've caught from you, I'm going to train my fucking ass up, and we're going to fucking tackle Fuji. If we happen to be in the same place, same time, absolutely. I'll check out where you're at. We'll rendezvous. All right, I'll see you guys later. Toodles.